6 months ago, I uploaded my first video to YouTube. It was the start of a new creative outlet and a celebration of finally having more time after leaving behind years of long corporate commutes to work from home instead. If I'm honest, I secretly hoped a few people might find this corner of the internet, but I didn't dare to dream that 6 months later more than 500 of you would be here. After these 6 months of slow vlogging, I've realised that documented stillness has a way of changing how you see everything. So it feels like the perfect moment to pause and share 6 small things this journey has taught me so far. The first thing I learned is that focusing on how this might help someone else silenced the fear that I wasn't going to be good enough. For years, slow living vlogs were my digital respite, the place I went to decompress after those long evening commutes. One of the reasons I started this channel was to pay that feeling forward. When I shifted my focus away from "is this good enough" to "could this bring a moment of calm to someone else who's stressed or tired," the creative hesitation finally disappeared. Lesson 2 is that a quiet life can travel remarkably far. I used to think these daily walks close to home would have very limited appeal, but watching this international community grow has shown me that whether you're in the UK, the US or Indonesia, we're all looking for the same thing. We're looking for a place to rest. Slow living vlogs aren't just a broadcast. They're a shared space where we can all sit together and watch the seasons change. Third, I learned that the camera is a remarkably patient teacher. When you look at your day through a lens, your eye actively begins to search for the light. You start to appreciate textures of the landscape or the simple beauty of baking a cake. Filming forces you to slow down because you're quite literally framing the ordinary. It teaches you to notice the beauty that was already there, hidden in plain sight. The fourth lesson was a difficult one. An idea that's imperfectly executed is infinitely better than a masterpiece that stays locked inside your head. For a long time, that fear of being imperfect kept me from even trying. These 6 months have cured me of that. I've come to understand that a flawed 5-minute video out there in the world is much better than a perfect one that never gets made because you're afraid it won't live up to expectations. But accepting imperfection has to be balanced with the discipline of the craft. And lesson 5 taught me to listen to my inner critic, but for the viewer's sake rather than for my own ego. And for me, that means being ruthless with the edit, choosing authenticity over filler. It means cutting out a shot even if I think it's pretty, if it doesn't actually add to the story. Ultimately, it's about respecting your time, the viewer's time. Which brings me on to the final lesson. On YouTube, it's easy to worry if a vlog is too short. But I've learned that even a 5-minute video that is focused and intentional is infinitely better than a forced 15-minute vlog. When our digital lives are already so full of noise, we don't need to create filler. True slow living isn't about the quantity of minutes. It's about the depth of calm that we can find within them. Thank you for being part of this journey so far. This episode's my very first experiment with a narrated voiceover, and I'd love to know if you have a preference for narrated or non-narrated vlogs moving forward, so please do let me know in the comments. Thank you again for walking this path with me, and with Luna, of course. I hope to share many more moments of calm with you in the months to come. and probably a few more mistakes in the kitchen too.